Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video. You know, this is just weighing on my heart, so I gotta talk about it. And that I agree with Cynthia, and I've been saying that for months. With the whole stop giving birth to black men. But we also need to take it a step forward. Excuse me, and I know it's gonna be a hard pill for a lot of y'all to swallow. Because we also need to stop birthing black girls. And I'm going to tell you why. Simply because that when we bring black girls into this society, into this black community, um, a lot of them don't even make it out of childhood. Okay. If you just look at the black femicide rates, they're not even making it out of childhood because of the black men that they're attached to being, sexually molested and abused and hurt and killed by these men. And then if they are they are able to make it out of childhood, they are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to desirability politics. We all know that they've done studies on social media dating apps. Black women are the last to be picked. And Pink Pill just did a video on this the other day. Y'all should go check that out. When it comes to, black women and desirability on dating apps, they are picked last. But out of the black women that are picked, the lighter skinned women are picked first, and then the darkest woman is picked if she ever gets picked. So it's like, why are we continuing to bringing black girls into this society is we're doing them a disservice. Because what is a benefit to them? It's like, okay, we have a baby with a black man for whatever reason, and she grows up, she comes of age, and then we say, hey, when it comes to desirability politics, you're at the bottom of the totem pole, so you're 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have to you keep your options open. You're gonna have to date all races of men, even though you're at the bottom of the totem pole desirability wise. And the men in your community are not going to provide or protect for you for the most part. If you get with a black man, you're going to be stuck in role reversal. You're going to be stuck in struggle love. But hey, at least you black. At least you here though, right? Yeah. Whatever the fuck that means. Why are we bringing them here? Black girls are going to get the shit end of the stick when it comes to femininity and womanhood and desirability politics. They get the shit end of the stick, but for whatever reason, we keep bringing them here. We keep bringing them here for what? Just like my mother's generation. My mother, she's an extreme black male worshiper. Extreme pick me, extreme black male worshiper. She worships the dusty ground that my father walks on. My father has done very little to nothing for my mother in over 40 years. They celebrated their 40th anniversary in August. Tell me why this man has not taken her on a vacation in 40 years and she still worships the ground he walks on. That's a whole nother video. I'm not even going to get started. But the women from my mother's generation, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of those black women did not think about the next generation of young black women. Okay? Because you sat up here and you black male worship so much. You black male worship so much and you didn't get anything out of it because you still struggling 40 years later. You have nothing to show for it but a house that's falling apart. And you didn't think that by enabling men to just pretty much just do nothing but have a pulse and walk around, how did you think that was going to impact the next generation of young black women? That all these men have to do is just exist and have a pulse, and you're going to worship and praise them as the day is long. And now look where we are. Now we're my generation of women is on YouTube. We're making videos after videos, having discussions, trying to figure out our womanhood and femininity. We had to come online to find our femininity and womanhood because we couldn't get it from our mothers and grandmothers because they were black male worshipers. And it's like now there's a whole new generation, women my age that are in their 30s and 40s that are like, what the fuck? This is some bullshit. Like, oh God. I mean, they did us such a disservice. Even my mother-in-law, she, when she got married to my father-in-law, she became upper middle class, had her fur coats and nice big ass house in the suburbs and house in Martha's, a rental house in Martha's Vineyard and trips to Jamaica, family trips, all of that. All of that. These men were like, well, yeah, well, I got my shit. I got my mean, I got my little bit. But you didn't give a fuck about the next generation of young black women. Because you let your sons be fucking dusties. You raised your sons to be ain't shit. I mean, seriously. My ex-husband was raised upper middle class. And like Cynthia G said, dusty is a mentality. It is not based on necessarily money. Dusty is a mentality because my ex-husband was raised upper middle class. Okay. Lived in nice neighborhoods, went to decent schools, was raised by both of his biological parents. Both of his biological parents were married to each other. Okay. Both were college educated. His father was a breadwinner, raised in a traditional patriarchal setting, and still turned out to be a dusty. Still, so that's why it doesn't matter. Like you can give your children the best of everything, and they can still turn out to be ain't shit. So I can't necessarily put it all on the parents, but I'm putting a lot of it because his mother was so concerned about keeping up with the Joneses that she neglected her emotional and mental duties as a mother because she was worried about her fur coats and her Mercedes Benzes, that she wasn't doing the emotional work that was needed as a mother when your child is young and to create that connection and bond with your child. So when he grows up to become a man, he can have healthy relationships with women. But you didn't give a fuck. And that's why I left his ass. Because this nigga believes because his mother emotionally neglected him. He projected that onto me, which I didn't know at the time, but I know now. He projected all that bullshit onto me and made me responsible to fill in that void by being his little work mule, because he resented his mother for not being there emotionally and mentally as she should have been, because she was trying to keep up with the Joneses. And so he projected that on me and turned me into a good little work mule for 14 years, girl. Yes. I was a good little black male worshiping work mule. Girl. Whew, that's a whole nother video. Okay. But yeah, I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was being a good wife, being a good girlfriend the whole time. This nigga texting bitches, fucking bitches, you know, typical dusty behavior. Typical dusty behavior. I thought I was so different. I thought I didn't get the same black man. I thought I had a good black man. You know, I'm working 8, 12, 16 hours. You know, I'm thinking I'm the shit. Yeah, we gonna do this together. We a team. We a team. Girl, bye. No, he was team him, and he was team me, and I was team we. Okay, because we know for the most part, black men are loyal to their penises. Okay, their penis comes first. I don't care how fine you are, whatever the fuck. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, these niggas are loyal to their penis. They ain't loyal to themselves. You just want to get over that. That's why you got to put yourself first, because black men always put themselves first. They always put themselves first. Okay? So, word to the wise. Put yourself first. Always. Always. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to outlive him. So, and you're going to inherit the wealth. You got to take care of you first. Because he damn sure is. But back to the point, we got to stop bringing black girls here. We got to stop. We got to halt the production of black babies. Period. Period. It's not enough just to stop bringing black boys. We definitely should stop doing that, because there's no benefit to bringing them here as a black woman, because they're not going to protect you. They're not going to provide. They're going to make excuse after excuse after excuse. Whatever. Just, we don't have to deal with that if we just don't bring them here. Okay? So definitely stop birthing black boys, and we need to also stop birthing black girls, because there's no benefit for them. Again, like the men in their community don't want them. Okay? You can just go on TikTok. Before these boys even make it out of childhood, these boys are in middle school, high school. They're on TikTok talking about how they don't want black girls. Black girls are ugly. White girls are better. Spanish girls are better. This girl is better. They're not even at adulthood yet. You know, I couldn't even imagine, like, that's why I'm so glad we didn't have social media in high school. The only thing we really had was Black Planet, you know. But even then, like, I just couldn't even imagine just dealing with the mental stress. Could you imagine being 13, 14 years old and going on social media and every day and being a young black girl and seeing the black boys at your age, your peers talking about, telling the world how ugly and undesirable you are? Like, I'm an adult and it's hard. At my age now, I'm almost 40 years old. I'm an adult and that shit is beyond irritating. It's beyond irritating. It's beyond degrading. You know, so just imagine being 13 or 14 trying to process that shit. Like, it's just not fair. So we're not doing black girls any favor by bringing them here either, because you know, like I said, a lot of them, they're not even able to make it out of childhood. They're being violated and murdered by black men and boys. And if they do make it to adulthood, the desirability politics come into play, and they got to deal with all that bullshit. Like, seriously, I just want to go to a fucking planet where only biological black women can go and just be done with this shit. Like, I hate it here so fucking much. I can't even deal. I fucking hate it here. Seriously. I need a spaceship and I need to go to a planet where only biological black women can go. No fucking men ever. Ever. I'm so done. Like, I'm so done with this shit. We can't keep going on like this. We just can't. As a community, as a society, it's like to what end? When does it end? There's no benefit here for Black girls. None. And it doesn't get better as you get older either, because yeah, how dare you age? How dare you be a woman and you age? That's a whole nother fucking video. But again, these men, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. It don't matter how pretty you are. They not marching for you, sis. They not marching for you. But anyways, excuse me. That's all I gotta say. That's my rant. That's my spiel. And until next time, talk amongst yourselves.